most senior members of the Lok Sabha, being elected 9 times from the Madhya Pradesh constituency of Chhindwara. He's held important portfolios in past governments, including commerce and industry, as well as urban development. It gives me great pleasure to welcome on stage Mr. Kamal Nath for a conversation with CNN News 18's executive editor, Bhupendra Chaube, the session titled Matter of States.
Good evening and welcome. May I request everyone just to settle down, because we've got a good ringside view of what the story of India is as far as the worldview from Delhi is concerned. What a great pleasure it is for me to honor Mr. Kamal Nath, who happens to have the distinction of being the longest serving parliamentarian, 39 years, and still counting. So huge round of applause for Kamal Nath ji. We all know he's now the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, and in the month of December, in a very vigorously and aggressively fought assembly election, Kamal Nath ji did manage to dislodge Shivraj Singh Chauhan's 3-term government. So welcome to Rising India Summit, Kamal Nath ji. Let me just first begin. You came in literally towards the fag end of this conversation, which was taking place between the top 3 cabinet ministers. And according to them, sir, the story of India is the story of rising India. India which has already perhaps risen, India which has risen in a way that we all could have never envisaged. Tell me, now that you have moved to Bhopal, what is the story of India when you look at it from the states?
Well, you know, when I came in, I saw this slogan, Rising India. If this was Rising India, why would the last elections, closest to the general elections, have had the results they had? And I was just hearing very eminent ministers, my friends, talking about rural India, Swachh Bharat. I was asking myself that how many of them have ever been to a village? And I was asking myself, how many of them have even contested elections? I see this audience here, and you know, I see this audience here, and we'll talk about rural India, we'll talk about Swachh Bharat, we'll talk about delivery systems. Now, I've seen this for the last 40 years. Good policy with bad delivery systems. But this audience, a very distinguished audience, I must say, how much are they connected with rural India? How much are they connected with this country at large?
But let me assure you that this program is going live.
And don't take me amiss.
On News 18 MP, in the entire News 18 network, which by the way is the biggest news network in India. So आपकी आवाज हिंदी अंग्रेजी जिस भी भाषा में बोलना चाहेंगे सब जगह
मैं तो मान रहा हूँ, मैं तो सोचता था कि अंग्रेजी का हिंदी का ज़्यादा फायदा है.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
But I divide. You know, you can divide this country into rich and poor, backward and forward. But there's one division which we must make. And I want to say this, don't take me amiss. I want to say this in jest. You have the asses, the masses, and the classes. That's also how you can divide this country. And
which category do you belong to? I thought for the longest time you belong to the classes.
I'm not asking them which category they belong to, so I won't tell you which category I belong to. But if I was to ask them, but anyway, we must recognize that how much of this country is rural. How many seats are there in Delhi? How many seats are there in Bombay? How many seats are there in Chennai? How many seats are there in Bangalore? And sitting here in Delhi, we think we know this whole country. This is a very complex country. Take Madhya Pradesh. 70% of the people are agriculturally dependent. They're not farmers. But they're agriculturally dependent because जिसकी किराने की दुकान गांव में है, उसका व्यापार चलता है किसानों की खरीदने की ताकत पर, किसानों की क्रय शक्ति पर. जो ट्रैक्टर ड्राइवर है, उसकी रोजी रोटी जुड़ी हुई है on the farmer, on the agricultural sector, the agricultural labor. The markets of Bhopal and Indore depend upon the purchasing power which originates from the agricultural sector. Now, unless we understand these certain basic facts, there will be economists who will differ with me on many things. But the fact of the matter is this, that it is agriculture which generates so much of economic activity in this country. The disposable incomes, as different to income per capita. You open a screen, you will see income per capita. That's all very well.
Right.
But what are the disposable incomes? Somebody who owns 5,000, who has an income of 5,000, he gets a small job of 7,000 rupees in a district, a rural district, per month. He can go and buy a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler. Now, 7,000 rupees in a month, you won't be able to travel to your office. Because that 5,000 rupees in a month, which he gets 5,000 or 7,000 rupees, is a disposable income. So, the challenge before us is how do we create these disposable incomes?
Can I just counter you on that, sir? And और हमारे साथ देखिए बाबा रामदेव भी हैं, प्रसून जोशी जी भी हैं, and Sambit Patra is here as well and smiling away, and all of you have had a nice sparring session in the month of December. But this question which is being posed by you, sir, disposable income. मैं आपसे ये समझना चाहता हूं कि आपके विरोधियों का जो सत्तारूढ़ पार्टी है, उनका आरोप आप पर यह है कि आप सबसे लंबे समय तक भारत में आपने राज किया. आज की डेट में भी आप गरीबी को हटाने की बात कर रहे हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं क्या जो कांग्रेस की इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसी थी उसके ऊपर क्या प्रश्न चिन्ह नहीं लगना चाहिए? शुड देयर बी नो क्वेश्चन मार्क ऑन दैट?
क्या गरीबी नहीं हटी?
क्या हटी? क्योंकि आप तो
क्या
अभी भी
गरीबी नहीं हटी? आज जिस हॉल में आप बैठे हैं, जिस माइक्रोफोन से आप बैठे हैं, ये क्या पिछले 5 साल में है? क्या गरीबी नहीं हटी? क्या गांव में सुधार नहीं हुआ? आप किस बात की बात कर रहे हैं? अपनी आंखें बंद करनी है. अपना देश कहां था और अपना देश कहां पहुंचा? The question is, what are you starting with? You didn't start with a zero. We started with a zero. And when you start when you're 60 and you say I've gone to 65, well, you should be ashamed that you would only go to 65 because your starting base was so high. This is the point to understand. गरीबी नहीं हटी देश में. क्या आज कितने लोग भूखे मर रहे हैं? आज कितने लोग पहले भूखे मरते थे? तो ये आज कह देना कि 60-70 साल में कांग्रेस ने क्या किया? भाई जहां बैठे हैं, जिस मोटर में आप आ रहे हैं, जिस घर में आप रह रहे हैं, जिस चीज से आप बात कर रहे हैं, ये सब कैसे आई?
तो ये बताइए कमलनाथ जी, you've now moved your base to Madhya Pradesh, you're there in Bhopal. I saw कि अभी Friday को you've launched your promised farm loan waiver scheme in your state, which I believe is now going to benefit almost to the tune of 1.61 lakh crore is what is about to be spent in your state. Is that figure correct in the first place?
Well, the farm loan waiver, let's understand what it's all about. Just saying farm loan waiver, I don't know how many people sitting here even understand this farm loan.
No, this section does.
Let's face this reality. आज जो किसान का कर्जा है, किसान कर्जे में पैदा होता है और कर्जे में मरता है, मृत्यु होती है. ये बात इससे हम आंखें नहीं बंद कर सकते. तो सबसे बड़ी चीज है that किसानों को कैसे राहत पहुंचे. Today the most distressed sector has been the agricultural sector. Look at the farmer suicides. Compare them with Africa. We have more farmer suicides in our country than Africa. And we are saying हमने बहुत कुछ कर लिया. I don't, this is absurd. The farmer realizes that. Sitting here, you may not realize that. All sitting in these ivory towers, you won't understand this. But how many farmer suicides have there been? And why does the farmer commit suicide? He commits suicide because it's a distress he can't get out of. So, we had announced 6 months ago, I had announced 6-7 months ago, we are going to have a farm loan waiver. It is going to involve about 53 lakh farmers and is going to cost 55,000. The loan value, it's about 55,000 crores. Fair enough.
You have the money? You have the money to spend?
Well, we are doing it. I've started it. And in the next 10 days, forget about 2 months, in the next 10 days or 12 days, 25 lakh farmers in Madhya Pradesh will be able to stand up and say, our loan has been waived.
Okay.
This is what's going to happen. Now, for him, it becomes a new start. When he starts he doesn't start as a debtor. He can start afresh. But this is not the end of the problem. This is not the end of the problem at all. The whole agricultural sector, हमारे पूरे कृषि क्षेत्र को एक नए नजरिए से हमें देखना पड़ेगा. जो 20 साल पहले, 25 साल पहले कृषि क्षेत्र की रणनीति होती थी, कि नीतियां होती थी, उसमें और आज में बहुत अंतर है.
उसी नीति पे कमलनाथ जी.
Let me tell you that on the नीति only. Today the problem is not shortage. एक ज़माना था, there was a problem of shortage. Today the problem is of excess. And when you talk about the problem of excess, how do you deal with the excess? The distress of the farmer today is not because of anything else, but of excess. We have provided irrigation. Why is the farmer producing all this? Why is there so much of production? Because of irrigation. Because of the farmer's hard work. किसानों की मेहनत से और सच्चाई से आज कृषि उपज इतनी बड़ी है. You take anything. आप टमाटर ले लो, आप मिर्च ले लो, सोयाबीन ले लो, मक्का ले लो, take maize, take anything. किसानों का उत्पादन कितना बड़ा है. पर अगर बढ़ते हुए आपकी आंखें बंद रहीं कि ये बढ़ते हुए उपज का, this increased production, how we'll deal with it? Obviously there'll be a mess. Obviously there'll be suicides.
What is the fundamental difference, Kamalnath ji? Prime Minister Modi promises 6,000 rupees for farmers who have less than 2 acres of land as one-time help. Rahul Gandhi says, I will commit myself to a basic minimum income to all poor across the country. You dealing with farm loan waivers. Can you explain to me what is the fundamental difference between these three strategies, sir?
Well, giving 6,000 rupees per year to a farmer who has a 1 lakh debt in 3 installments of 2,000, the first installment being released yesterday. I mean, I need not tell you, sending a farmer 2,000 rupees, does it make any sense? Does it make any sense to anybody here?
But it's
2,000 rupees 2 months before an election.
But it may be on top of various other schemes which have been unveiled by the government. Whether it's the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Yojana,
you know, we are talking about the farmer.
But farmer is the beneficiary of all these other schemes also.
No, let's not. We are talking this 2,000 rupees per quarter, starting from yesterday, has gone to farmers. And that is 17 rupees a day. The farmer will have 1 meal, right? Or 1 coffee or 1 tea. For this, it does not address the problem. And do you think the farmer in this country is stupid? He doesn't realize this is 2 months before the election. Instead of the farmer looking for that 15 lakhs of rupees which was promised.
Okay.
And he's getting 2,000 rupees now as a first installment. So you think the farmer is stupid? You think the voter in this country is stupid?
You know, I want to bring in Baba Ramdev also, so maybe if we can get a mic to Baba Ramdev, because Swami ji, जो है कि आपने तो you're doing businesses across the entire country. स्वामी जी जरा ये बताइए, देखिए कमलनाथ जी जो कहते हैं कि कांग्रेस ने सब गरीबों का उद्धार कर दिया, भारतीय जनता पार्टी कहती है कि साहब कांग्रेस ने तो एकदम लेट डाउन कर दिया. मुझको आप बताइए.
आपने इसलिए मुझे फ्रंट पे बैठाया कि हम लड़ने वाले नहीं है.
लड़ने वाले नहीं, जरा बताइए तो सही, कुछ तो काउंटर भी हुआ है.
देखिए, फार्मर्स की
गरीबों के साथ कौन है ये बताइए, बीजेपी है कि कांग्रेस है?
मैं तो एक गरीब किसान के घर में पैदा हुआ हूं, मैंने किसानी की है. आपने कभी हल चलाया है? आपको पता है कि ये यूरिया कब डाला जाता है, डीएपी कब डाला जाता है, फर्टिलाइजर्स पेस्टिसाइड्स कब डाले जाते हैं, कैसे उसमें गोबर डाला जाता है या कैसे उसमें जो है केमिकल डाले जाते हैं. मैं तो गोबर की खेती वाला हूँ. यद्यपि मैं मानता हूँ जो कमलनाथ जी ने एक बात कही, उससे मैं एक बात से जो एक बड़ी बात इन्होंने कही कि एक वक्त था जब हमको किसानों की उपज बढ़ानी थी. अब ये भी बहुत ज़रूरत है कि उनकी उपज को हम उचित दाम दे सकें, उसके चाहे वो प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट है, चाहे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, और उसकी इनकम बढ़ाने के लिए मोदी जी पे प्रॉमिस कर रहे हैं कि हम 1.5 दोगुनी आय करनी है किसान की. किसानों के लिए ये भी कर रहे हैं. तो मैं इस बात को मानता हूँ कि जो भी पार्टी हो, राजनीति के दंगल में किसानों का मंगल होना चाहिए.
लेकिन मंगल कर कौन रहा है? सिर्फ किसान कहीं सिर्फ वो वोट की एक नीति बन गया क्या?
देखिए, मैं वोट बैंक किसान को नहीं मानता हूं.
Because both sides will argue on the same side,
देखो,
on the same point.
अभी इलेक्शन का टाइम है, इसलिए बहुत सी पॉलिसीज इलेक्शन को लेकर के बनेंगी, क्योंकि राजनीति बिना इलेक्शन के चलती नहीं है. लेकिन सबको किसानों के बारे में सोचना पड़ेगा कि आखिर 60-65% लोग खेती या खेती पर आधारित समृद्धि पर उनका सब कुछ टिका है. इसलिए ये बड़ा क्रिटिकल मामला है. आप लोग इसमें मुझे ज्यादा मत घसीटो.
ठीक है, आई कैन सी आपको
लेकिन हमने
इस देश आपको यूपी में भी काम करना है, कांग्रेस के साथ भी काम करना है, बीजेपी के प्रदेशों में भी काम करना है. सो आई कैन सी
मुझे देश के लिए काम करना है,
देश के लिए काम करना है.
और हमने इस देश में वर्ल्ड का सबसे बड़ा फूड पार्क बना करके और उसको सेल्फ सस्टेनेबल प्रॉफिटेबल चलाया है। आप एक हाउस बता दो, मैं किसी की आलोचना नहीं कर रहा हूं, लेकिन क्या टाटा, बिरला, डालमिया, अडानी, अंबानी ने किसी ने इस देश में कोई फूड पार्क बना करके सक्सेसफुली प्रॉफिटेबल चलाया इस देश के अंदर? हमने चलाया।
वेरी गुड सर, वेरी गुड।
ये हमने देश के लिए किया है और आगे भी करेंगे।
सिंस वी आर टॉकिंग ऑफ देश एंड कंट्री, आपसे थोड़ी देर पहले कमलनाथ जी when बाबा रामदेव वाज ऑन स्टेज, इन्होंने एक बात कही कि अब समय आ गया है कि भारत पाकिस्तान को एक मुंहतोड़ जवाब एक दे दे। He goes to the extent of suggesting that the Prime Minister of Pakistan is Napunsak. Now, I'm not using these words, but I want to understand from you. In the last 4.5 years, do you believe that basic allegation which was made against the Congress party, that you are not a nationalistic party? You're not a nationalist party. Have you dealt with that criticism, sir?
हमें क्या भारतीय जनता पार्टी राष्ट्रवाद समझाएगी? मैं तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के किसी भी व्यक्ति से पूछना चाहता हूं, क्या उनके पार्टी में कोई स्वतंत्र संग्राम सेनानी है? एक का नाम नहीं ले पाएंगे। जब वे हिंदू महासभा के नाम पर चलती थी, जनसंघ के नाम पर चलती थी, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की, और ये हमें राष्ट्रवाद का पाठ पढ़ाने आए हैं। ये राष्ट्रवाद का पाठ हमें पढ़ा रहे हैं। अंग्रेजों से संघर्ष हमने किया, अंग्रेजों से संघर्ष की कुर्बानी कांग्रेस की है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी, जनसंघ, हिंदू महासभा का नाम नहीं था। आज जनता को गुमराह करने के लिए, जनता का ध्यान मोड़ने के लिए ये राष्ट्रवाद का मुर्दा लगाए। क्या मुझे बता सकते हैं अपने एक व्यक्ति जो ये अंग्रेजों के साथ आजादी की संघर्ष में सामने आया हुआ? पहले हम लड़े थे अंग्रेजों से, अब हम लड़ेंगे चोरों से।
चोरों से? तो आप ये जो चोरों से लड़ रहे हैं और पहले आप जो अंग्रेजों से लड़े थे, ये बताइए सर, where does the Congress party stand? You know, so much has been stated in terms of how to deal with Pakistan in the specific context of Pulwama. And I can tell you, everyone in this audience is only asking me whether Pulwama is what is going to determine
मेरे से
road to
पूछ रहे हैं,
2019.
मेरी 56 इंच की छाती नहीं है। जो कहते हैं 56 इंच की छाती है, 56 इंच चेस्ट, जो मजाक उड़ाया करते थे कि 3 सर कट गए, 5 सर कट गए, हम ये इतने सर काट के लाएंगे। आज गवर्नमेंट को इसमें तय करना पड़ेगा कि देश हित में क्या है। आज आतंकवाद के क्या आंकड़े हैं पिछले 4 साल में, ये 4.5 साल में। गवर्नमेंट के पास पूरी मशीनरी है, इंटेलिजेंस है, उनको तय करना पड़ेगा। हमें उनको सुझाव देने की भी आवश्यकता नहीं। वी शुडंट इवन एडवाइज द गवर्नमेंट व्हाट टू डू। व्हाई? वी कैन टेल देम ब्रॉडली दैट दिस, whether it requires retaliation, if in bravado we can say that, it's for the government to decide. It's for the government to decide what action should be taken. Government has all the resources of intelligence, has all the machinery to find out what is the best course. There's a very major incident which has taken place. Now, how this is to be responded to? You don't need somebody who's not in government.
Does this put the Congress on back foot in any way? When you go to the villages of Madhya Pradesh, say back and beyond of Devas, जब आप बात करते हैं किसानों के हित की या जब बात करते हैं आप राष्ट्रवादी मुद्दों की, आपके मुताबिक जनता का अभिप्राय किस तरफ ज्यादा है? किसान के हित की बात है कि राष्ट्रवाद के ऊपर इलेक्शन लड़ा जाएगा?
साफ स्पष्ट बात है। पिछले 6 महीने में, 7 महीने में कितने चुनाव हुए? उत्तर प्रदेश में उपचुनाव हुए, वहां के मुख्यमंत्री की अपनी सीट हार गए। The chief minister lost his own seat, which he had very creditably won for so long. His deputy chief minister lost. Then there were these 3 state elections where they had all the resources, they had all the organization, they lost. Now, we are still asking what is the mood of this country. It surprises me. Isn't the mood of this country? Remember, Madhya Pradesh is the heart of this country. Madhya Pradesh is the heart of this country. And don't you think the signals come in and out from Madhya Pradesh? They come into Madhya Pradesh from other states.
But could the
they
Lok
go
Sabha
out
election,
from Madhya Pradesh to other states?
But could the Lok Sabha election not end up just being around the imagery of one man, which is Prime Minister Modi? And in that context, is the Congress at a disadvantage?
See, the voter of this country is very smart. Okay? I want to tell all of you, this audience particularly, you know, in 2004, if I went anywhere, I see a lot of friends here. If I went for a social evening to anywhere, they would jump at my throat saying, Sonia Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, all kinds of things, Italian, this, that, she can't speak. You all know that. And I would have to swallow it. I swallowed it. I was the general secretary of the party. I used to swallow it. And she was taking on a prime minister who was largely loved Mr. Bajpayee. No section of society was wholly against him. Chutput idhar udhar tha, kuch khilafati, little bit tidbits here and there. Section of society was against him. No section of society was wholly against him. What happened? Sushma Swaraj used to say, I'll cut my hair. Somebody used to say, I'll become an NRI. Somebody used to say, I will quit politics. Sonia Gandhi made Mr. Bajpayee sit at home.
Okay.
This audience, this is especially for this audience.
So you are confident. You are confident that 2019 is very different from 2014.
I have contested elections. I have won elections.
Okay.
For 39 years. And I see the ground. I see what the mood of the... When I was in these debates with the assembly elections, I said, they said, oh, this survey says the BJP is sweeping Madhya Pradesh. I used to swallow it, but I knew what the answer would be. I expected to do better. Really, I expected to do better. One region of Madhya Pradesh let us down. But it was very clear what happened in Rajasthan, what happened in Chhattisgarh. Now, this message emanates across the country. Okay. The voter sitting in Kerala also understands what's happening in the country.
Okay.
Let us not think. The voter in Delhi may not understand. Okay. But the voter in Kerala understands this.
I can see that your worldview from Delhi and your worldview from Bhopal obviously is miles apart. Kamalaji, always a pleasure speaking to you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.